don't even know what I look like. That's really stressing me out. And also filming with my dad's camera means 1, I can't see myself, and 2, it's really far away, and 3, I don't even know if I like the shot because I can't see it. Today we're going to do a girl talk, and I asked you to send in some questions to my Instagram. Is he cheating if he watches porn? I don't... That's something you need to have a conversation about. I don't think I'd see that as cheating. Actually, 1, it depends how many times they're watching porn. If it's like once every blue moon, which means like once every 3-4 months, then I guess I don't mind. But like, why do you need to watch porn? Because I don't watch porn. I think that's like a personal thing though. Like, if that's something that person does a lot, then maybe they should be questioned anyway, because I just don't know how healthy that is. I'd say that's just questionable as a trait and as a characteristic and as a hobby, if you can call that a hobby. For me, maybe no. Maybe I don't want to do that. I don't think it's cheating. No, I don't think it's cheating. No. Advice on how to start sleeping with someone if you both still live at home. I don't know. I live at home and there's no chance that I would have sex here. There's literally no chance. It would have to be at theirs, or it would have to be like a situation that is at theirs. So yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. Do boys expect head? Because I only like doing that when I'm drunk. I don't think anyone should expect anything. But that's the thing with girls. Well, with girls and a lot of people, they only feel confident doing things in bed when they're drunk because they're only confident when they're drunk, and because I think that's either because of lack of experience, lack of general confidence, or lack of liking the person, because why are you going to want to go out your way to please them? For example, giving them head. Ugh. When you don't even like them, like with the one night stand, even a casual sex thing, like, do you want to do that? I don't want to do that. The answer is maybe work on your own self-esteem, sexual confidence, and also just like trying your best to find someone you like. That's very difficult. Am I still having an orgasm if I don't squirt every time? I don't even know specifically what squirting is. This is too much. Like, one time I thought I did that because he said that I did that, but then I don't think anything came out. Like, I just don't know. What is squirting? Should I Google that? If you're dealing with the female anatomy, then I don't think anybody is completely clued up on that situation. I don't think something needs to come out of your vagina every time for it to mean something. So I wouldn't worry about that. I'm not worrying about that. Don't worry about that. What age did you start shaving? I literally started shaving way late, like so much later than everyone else. That's because I just didn't see the need to. It was literally a forest. Like, my was a full-on forest until like 15, shit, which was quite late. Like, I lost my virginity at 16 and I started shaving at 15. It was at the point where my friends were saying to me, Bella, like, you should start shaving now. And I was like, I don't know why I need to though, because I'm even kind of like that now. Do not worry, I do not let it get to a forest, but like, unless there's an occasion, a holiday, unless like it's just getting out of control, which it never does, so just calm down. I know some girls that shave every single shower, but for me, that's just like, it just gets aggravated and prickly and it's just like a bit of a mess. I shave like once a week, once every 2 weeks, whenever I can be asked, to be honest. Whenever I look down, I'm like, let's just do that now. Then yeah, that's when I do it. My friends thought that I would need to be shaven because, you know, things were progressing in my teenage years, like fingering things. The first time I ever snogged a boy was when I was 15 at a party and he tried to. I was a full forest. I was literally a full forest. Thank God, because I didn't even want him to do that. And so, like, he went down there, or like tried to go down there, and I was like, no. And he literally couldn't have gone down there because I was a forest. So if I did like that boy, maybe that would have been a shame. But it's like, why can't that can just like, there's no right, like, yeah, I don't know. Would you prioritise a decent character over good in bed? First of all, I wouldn't be with you if you didn't have a decent character. I don't know in what context we're talking about. Well, I wouldn't even want to have sex with someone unless I thought they were at least like, my thought process is, why can't I have both? Why can't you be a decent character and good in bed? I shouldn't have to choose. Should the boy pay for the morning after pill if needed? I don't know why I think this, and I don't know who's allowed me to have this opinion, but yeah, right? He's literally come inside of you. Of course he should fucking pay. I think it depends on the situation, but if it's his fault, which 9 times out of 10 is, then yeah, he should. But if it's not his fault, and if it's kind of questionable as to like whose fault it is, then you would go 50-50 at most. Like, I'm not going to Boots and paying £40. I think I did do that once. Oh my God, I think I did do that. And he didn't pay. Is sex on a first date a bad thing? It depends in what context. If you get on that date, and I've never been on a date, so I can't impart a lot of knowledge in this situation, but if you get on that date and think, you're good looking, but you're really boring, and like I would never ever be with you, then by all means go and shag him. But if you actually like someone, I would not sleep with them for months, let alone the first date. So yeah, it depends. If you actually like that boy and you're having sex with him on the first date, I don't think you've left a good impression. I also think that boys, this is 100% true, if they like a girl, say a boy turns up to date, and if they like a girl, and if that girl sleeps with them on the first date, they like that girl less. They're judging girls on, like, even if a boy, if a boy likes a girl and wants to sleep with that, because obviously if a boy likes a girl, he wants to sleep with them. But say it's a first date, a boy likes a girl, he tries to sleep with her because boys do that. They just try anyway. I feel like in the back of their mind, or in the front of their mind, in their mind, that boy doesn't want that girl to sleep with them, because that would be them leaving a good impression. That would be a good sign. So I don't think that even if a boy tries to sleep with you on the first date, you should do it, because they might still like you, and then you sleeping with them might make them like you less, which is really bad. But I have cracked that code. Should you tell your partner your body count? One of my friends is in a relationship. I don't know if I should say this. Her and her boyfriend haven't discussed body counts. But in my opinion, that is just a recipe for disaster. One, because it's just going to come out, and I don't think it would be a problem, but like, it's just a bit of a risk to find that out, isn't it? If I was in a relationship, I would want to be best friends with that person. So we would have already spoken about body counts, like, in the first, like, month that we knew each other. Maybe not the first, like, it doesn't matter. There's no time constraint. But, like, we would have already discussed that because we're best friends. Not best friends, but, like, we're friends. Like, we're supposed to have that rapport where we can just, like, talk about things. I also just spout loads of stuff on the internet, so, like, of course I'd want to have that conversation. Length a situationship should be. I thought I was in a situationship, and then I realised a fucking bird singing. This is not the time. I thought I was in a situationship, and then I realised, I think a situationship, my understanding of that now is like where you still go out and you do kind of coupley things. I wasn't in a situationship, I was just in like a friendship that was... I think a situationship should be 2-3 months max, because if you're going longer than that, maybe not even 3 months, maybe one, honestly, 1.5. I think if you're going longer than that, then somebody likes somebody. Why are you going on that long? I don't know, like, I do not understand the point of situationships at all. I don't want to be in one. I don't like the sound of that. This doesn't mean I haven't gone against this in the past. I actually only have interest in having sex with someone that I like. So why would I want to be having sex with someone that, 1, I didn't like, or 2, I liked, and I thought they didn't like me? So that's no. I would not do that. No, I don't want a situationship, and I don't think you should be in a situationship unless that's something that you know you can do, then fairs. But no, I can't. Period sex. That's all that's been said. Period sex. Period sex is not ideal. It can be messy, but also like the blood shouldn't be like coming out of you like right then and there. I used to think when I was younger that periods, like blood would just like, all of it, like a litre, would just like fly out of you instantly, and I was like, how do we know when it's coming? That was really confused me, and then I realised it's just like trickles or whatever of blood coming out over like 5 days. Yeah, period sex is absolutely fine. I think it's absolutely fine. I wouldn't want to do that with someone who I don't have a trusting relationship with, so a situationship or a boyfriend. Yeah, I wouldn't obviously do that, like a one night stand, or if you were going to do that for a one night stand, you'd need to make it clear that that's the situation, and then you'd discuss it. When did you last pee in public? Someone said. Last week. 2 weeks ago. It was just because I was in the car with my friend and we had to go somewhere after, and then we weren't going to come across toilet, and we were also on a time constraint, so I was sober. I just went to the park. It was dark, and I just went in the like forest, and I just did it, and I had tissue with me. I would not do that tissue. How often do you shave your pubes? I've actually answered that question now. I would literally say, when's the last time I did it? A week and a half ago? Yeah, I shaved my pubes, let's say. I hate the word pubes. I shave my vagina every like 2 weeks, like on average. Let's just go with that. Or like 2.5. There's nothing happening, it's winter, like there's like, do you know, why would I need to? That's my thought process. How do you get motivated to go gym? My motivation to go gym literally just came out of nowhere. My friend went to the gym. I literally had set foot in the gym like 10 times before this event. This was the 1st of January 2022, like properly going to the gym. Before that I'd do like cardio and I wouldn't know what I was doing, and I'd walk and I'd run, I'd walk and then I'd run. She just started using weights. Like she took me with her. Do you want to come? I was like, yeah. And then she just starts like doing the weights, and I was like, this is actually fun. Like I like lifting weights. It's not stressful. It's not actually like hard. Like running is hard. Like difficult. Like, I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll get there one day, but like, no. I literally went to sleep that night and I was like dreaming of the gym. Like, I'll be on Instagram and there'd be like all these workout routines. I'd be like, I want an arse like that, I want biceps like that. So I just instantly fell in love with the gym and like I could not go back now. Not a girl, but I have a question. What can I do to find the right girl? Any advice? Because I could ask you that. How do I find the right boy? Isn't that they're not out there? Like, you've just got to focus on yourself. You just got to improve yourself. Go gym. Chase doesn't have to go gym, but you know what I mean? Find something, do hobbies that you like. Follow your dreams, all that cheesy bullshit. And do not worry about other people. But you can't go out and be like, where's the right guy? Where's the right girl? Like, oh my God, how do I find her? You find her by being the right person to find. And I say that, but I've been the fucking right person to find for 4 years. I haven't found anyone. So what I'm saying is, I don't know. How do I tell my housemates to stop the PDA? One, we're English, which stereotypically, we're not like a massive PDA nationality, if that makes sense. Like, you go to fucking Spain or Italy and it's just like, personally, I also just don't like PDA. So I'd say you make a joke about it. Start off, you make a joke and you're like, huh, can you guys like stop kissing? Like, get a room, like, can you like stop with that, huh? And then if they actually don't, then you have to speak to one of them, the one you're closest to, and be like, low-key, like, it kind of makes me a bit uncomfortable when you're like snogging each other on the sofa in front of me. I think that's the only advice I can give you. How to not compare looks, lifestyle to other people online. It's difficult, and the answer is I don't know. What I can say is that you should unfollow anybody whose content you see and you just think, why am I not like that? Like, ugh. Kylie Jenner, I don't follow her. I don't think that any of her posts are going to make me feel good. Like, I'm just going to see like her flat stomach, her fucking big ass and big boobs and be like, do you know how much money it took to get that? Which is really bad because at 15 years old when I was growing up, I thought that was all natural. So did everybody else. And she hasn't even admitted that she's done anything other than lip filler and boob job. You don't want to go on your phone and see this girl who's always eating a fucking salad. Unfollow her. What should I do if I feel like my good friend never wants to meet up anymore? You should tell her, I feel like you never want to meet up anymore. Communication is key. It's hard because like there's only so much you can do, but you still can and still should communicate with her. This is how I feel. Where are you at? Because that's where I'm at. I want you to know that, and then you can take my feelings into account when you're making your decision making on whether to see me or not. You have to say how you feel, because the second you've chosen not to communicate with someone, you've chosen to end your friendship, and that's not even dependent on what they've done. If you've got a problem with someone or you've got something that's unsaid and you don't say it, then you've decided to let that become an issue. So it's kind of on you in a way to just say it, and then you've done your bit, then you can step back. The blame is not on you because you've done everything you can. How to be confident in the bedroom. How to be confident in the bedroom is something I've touched on before, but one, I think you're going to be naturally more confident. I don't know. I think you're naturally going to be more confident in the bedroom if you like someone. Or would you disagree and say it's the opposite? I would say, well, you're going to make more effort if you like someone, surely. That would imply that you're going to be more confident and take things into your own hands, physically and metaphorically. I feel like I've cracked the code recently with this, not because I've done it, just because I've thought about doing it. And I think instead of, if you're like, God, should I say this? If you're in the bedroom with someone, doesn't have to be in the bedroom actually, just be wherever. If you're doing something to them, because that's the only situation we're talking about if you're trying to be confident. If you're doing something to them, instead of thinking, do they like this? Is this okay? Like, I don't know if I'm doing it right, whatever. One, I would say communicate, but two, I'd say, this is only in the case if you actually like the person, you actually fancy the person. Like, take a step back and be like,
coming in.